These are what we call the pulse type. They flare up and then they run out of gas and they go away. These are not severe storms just yet. We're watching them, though, and for the potential to maybe tip the scale at severe. But mainly south of the Pike is the threat here. Mansfield right now, and Easton, Stoughton, too. Rumble of thunder, good thunderstorm there. But watch what happens with the storm that comes out of Charlton. As it comes across Marlboro, it fades out. Why did it do that? Why is there just a big dropout? And the bottom drops out and that thing fades out. Well, what happened was we had so much thunderstorm activity. We took so much energy out of the atmosphere with that thunderstorm that went through earlier in the afternoon. There's not much left for these to survive, and they're fading out north of the Pike very quickly. So the threat again, South Shore and Southeast Mass, although even there that threat is not as significant as it was earlier in the day. Cohasset right now in North Scituate, downpour, thunderstorm. Sharon now Mansfield, and it looks like Foxborough just getting rid of it. And then we had one up, looks like in Westwood and over towards Medfield. Natick, Wellesley, this is the fade out shower in Ashland too. These are the reports of hail and wind damage. Too numerous to mention. Wow. And then you go into Southeast Mass, and this was from this morning. All this wind damage, the microburst that went through. In many cases, we had wind gusts over 60 miles an hour, some tipping the scale at 70, near 80 miles an hour, snapping trees. That was intense. That was very intense this morning. What went through early in the morning with the lightning volley alone, that was incredible. 82 degrees in Plymouth, 81 in New Bedford, 68 in Bedford, Mass. And what happened was, when we turned over the atmosphere with those thunderstorms, we cooled things down considerably. Temperature-wise, dew points are still up there in the mid-60s and upper 60s. The air is still soupy. We won't see these dropping until we get into tomorrow. And in the morning hours, you might see some relief come in as the temperatures drop into the low 60s or around 60 by 7 o'clock, getting us closer to dry, or at least bordering between dry and sticky tomorrow morning, and more of a drop-off tomorrow afternoon. Big spin in the upper atmosphere, counterclockwise spin near west central Ontario. And we were on the edge of that spin here in southern New England. It touched off the thunder. It gave us the hail because the upper atmosphere is cold, but it also was able to maintain these storms. All summer long, we talked about, oh, the potential is here. We could do this. It could happen, and it hasn't. Today, Mother Nature was like, putting her foot down, and it happened. And we had the storms, and they stayed all the way to the coastline. They were undaunted. Tomorrow, we're in the cooler air, so we might pop up a couple of downpours or a shower. They may have some small hail with them, too, briefly. Doesn't look like a lot of them, but we could have some small ones running through here in the afternoon. And then it's peace and quiet for Thursday and Friday, and we're back in the refreshing dry air mass. 85 tomorrow, still making it into the 80s and near 80 on Thursday. Storms fade, clearing and drying, 60 to 67. And then tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy, a stray shower or a storm, less humid, 80 to 87, still warm. The weekend will cool off, but now it seems salvageable as Saturday turns around now. Instead of being washed out, Sunday looks okay, but we're much cooler